get it. Okay. Alright. So, I'm Robert Kelly. I'm the face behind Rogue Route. Why do you talk to a camera like it's a person? Why do you do that? Alright, so this video has been a long time coming, guys. I always said coming up on 2020, I was either going to do this thing for real or I was going to basically write off filmmaking as a hobby. And we are in April of 2019, so it's time to get serious. But basically with Rogue Route, what I was wanting to do is make short films, make music videos, work with as many people as possible, people that have a love for filmmaking and storytelling, and basically put it in festivals and kind of get our name out there, almost to skip the process of going through like an agent and making movies the traditional way, which a lot of people are trying to do that, and it seems like some people burn out in like 2 or 3 years, which is kind of the place where I reached in the winter, where it was like, okay, dang, this is gonna be a long road, so you either need to like love filmmaking for everything that it is, or give up, basically. And I'm deciding to stick with it. So at the start of 2020, I'm dropping all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, just going full YouTube on my website, and I'm giving Rogue Route pretty much everything I've got. So I've got 3 tips, 3 things that I wish I knew before I started doing this. So I've always loved to write, and I would write these like big elaborate situations that would take a lot of people, a lot of locations, a lot of money, a lot of time. And then I would have this book full of ideas that I could never film just because I didn't have the resources. So now, as of late, I've been trying to write like simply, like simplify. Like basically, if you were to write a 10-page story, which is what I used to do, like about roughly 10 pages, write the 10-page script and then take your favorite page, like the climax of the short, and then write 5 pages on that 1 page. So basically, like, you make a mini scene to the best of your ability. Like, just absolutely kill a little scene of the short. Like, then when you're writing that scene, you have your location in mind, somewhere you know you can shoot, either for free or for little cost, and then you have your actors in mind, like whether they're actors or friends or people that you want to work with. When you're writing it, you have it in mind of people that you think you can get. Like if I read a script with a 75-year-old man, I don't have a lot of like connections with 75-year-old dudes that I could get in the movie. So like then I just set myself up for a complication. So basically, if you write it with people your age or people that you know you can get in the movie, then it's way easier because you've got these people and you've got the location set. And then like all you have to do is get everybody's schedule to align and make the movie. So that's my first tip. Second tip, honestly, is shoot music videos. Like if you have a bunch of short film ideas, you can take those short film ideas and make it a music video. Like a lot of people think when you're shooting music videos, you have to have a bunch of shots of people like singing the song and jamming and stuff. But there's a lot of room for B-roll, and in the B-roll you can tell a story, like you'd have the narrative. And with a music video, you don't have to record audio. So basically you're telling the story in picture form. So like through the shots, you're telling the story, and the actors don't really need to, I mean, they need to act decent, like as far as their body language and the facial expressions and stuff, but the telling sign of like a poor actor is like when they speak the lines and they just sound like completely off. So you can have people that are just starting out acting do really, really good job in a music video with a narrative where they don't have to say anything. Now that story, you're telling a story in pictures, it's universal. It doesn't matter if people speak the language of the song. They understand the song because of the video. And you have the opportunity to work with local artists. And I feel like musicians and filmmakers are in the same boat because like as you're getting older, everybody's like respected your hobby as you're getting older. And then it gets to the point where people are like, okay, what's your real plan? Like when are you gonna get an actual job? So like we kind of both take that criticism So I feel like musicians and filmmakers, when they partner on a music video and they've kind of had the same similar dreams in a way of what they want to do, and they could partner and believe in each other. So like the filmmakers, they cut the they cut the musicians a break price-wise. You know, they're like, hey, I'm going to charge you less because I want to work with you. Basically, the musician's betting their money that this video is going to help them, and you're betting your time that this musician's video is going to do well with the song. So you guys are both gambling on each other, and for the most part, like, it comes out really, really well. My third thing I would say is don't be like a one-man show. Because like for a long time I tried to do audio, lighting, video, like all like, okay. For a long time I tried to like direct, DP, like do the audio, do pretty much everything on the film. Because like I had the idea and I felt like I had to do everything because I wasn't sure if someone would do it the way I would do it. But when you work alone, you celebrate alone. So like if you do these films and you get a bunch of people around you rallied up, where you got, you know, your one friend doing audio, your one friend making original music for it, you got 2 or 3 guys in it that are acting, you know, you've got some guy doing effects on it, you got a guy flying the drone on it. When that movie comes out, everybody can look at it and say, this is our film. Like, that's what I love about film. It's community. Like, when you make a movie together, nobody's like, oh, this is my movie. Like, the actor says, this is our film. The director, this is our film. The producer, the musicians on it. Everybody has this ownership over the art. Like, we all buckled down and we did it together. And there's that closeness at the end where you're like, listen, we all, like, had this idea. We loved what the film was saying. We thought that it had to be made. And we did it. We accomplished it. And then you move on to the next one, and film after film, you guys get closer, you work with the same people, you work with different people, and overall that's what I think makes you a well-rounded filmmaker. And that's what Rogue Route's about. It's about working with people that some people don't work with. No. That's not what Rogue Route's about. And that's what Rogue Route's about. It's about telling stories that are a little off the wall. No. And that's what Rogue Route's about. It's about branching out. I mean, we're all in this together. Literally, if you think other creatives are your competition, it's not true. Like, there's some people that won't tell you what camera they're using, what lens they're using, try to keep it all a secret. You got these dudes out here, and they'll literally tell you anything you want to know. They're out here literally helping everybody. Because, like, how good you are technically with a camera and with editing and Premiere and all that different stuff, that's not what makes you stand out. The stories you tell and your dedication to the art is what gets you hired. That's what pushes you forward. So you should help everybody, like, as much as you possibly can. And that's why I'm doing this video. I hate being in front of the camera. I'd much rather be behind the camera, but I want to get out there. I want to get out of my comfort zone, and I want to start making films that say something and films that have hope. Like the first movie I made, love it because it was my first film, but All Fall Down, like literally I just wrote the character into this terrible position, and then I just cut to black, ended the film, roll credits. Like, I had no clue what was going to happen to him. I just figured leave it up to the audience, because at the moment I didn't think that I was capable of finishing the movie well, like with the equipment I had and the expertise that I had. And then Sweetheart, way better film, but even at the end it's same thing. You just write the character into a dire situation and leave him there. And that's what a lot of shorts do, because it's easy. Basically, you write the rising action up to a climax and drop off and end it. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to tell the full story, go around all the way around the circle. No matter how hard it is to make a good ending, I want to be able to make a good ending. I want to be able to make an ending where people watch it and they think about it for 3 or 4 days. They don't just click to the next related short. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to basically do short films and music videos that are silent films, but they also tell a story. So I'm going to be broadcasting some local artist music to some of the craziest stories that I've ever attempted to put into pictures. So thank you for watching. I hope you'll subscribe. I'm going to be making more videos in the future. Let me know what you'd like to see, because I'm very new to this, but I'm excited.